power's been turned off because there's no lights. And if I try this, it also doesn't go off. So step one is to undo the cover plate screw. And then you'll see the outlet. And then after that, you can undo the screws on the strap, and you don't want to use a drill for this as you can damage the plastic box. Okay, then you need to pull the outlet out of the box, and you'll see it's dusty, so you'll have some black and white wires, and then you can test it again with a tester like this. So what you do is you can turn it to 250 volts, and then you just put one lead on each side, and the needle doesn't move, so that means that this outlet is off. So then what you can do is take your pliers and just cut the wires off. And then the ground wire can just be unscrewed. And just removed. Okay, so you notice you'll have 2 white wires and 2 black wires. And here's the new outlet. So you want to make sure both screws are all the way out. So then you'll want to strip down these wires. So you take one, and here I have a stripper built right in. So you can just take this, cut it down, just twist it, and then it'll pull right off. Do the second one. Okay, and then the 2 hot wires. I'll strip that down, and then the next one. And this will be 14 gauge wire if you have a 15 amp circuit. So you use the 14 gauge slot in the strippers. So then on the new outlet on the back, it will have a strip gauge right here. And you'll just measure all the wires. And this one here is correct. And then these other ones, you take that and you can just mark it to the correct length. And then do this one. Okay. And now you can cut the wires off at the right length. Okay, so then if you have an outlet like this with the plates on it, you can put the wires underneath the plates, but the first step is to connect the ground wire, and you want it to be looped in the same direction that the screw turns. So you'll just put that around there, and then tighten it down. Now you want to get this as tight as you can. Okay. So now when you're putting in the outlet, the hot wires go on the brass screwed side, or the side with the shorter slot, and the neutral wires go on the side that has the silver screws, or the longer slot. And you just want to get these wires and put them underneath the plate, like that. And you just want to tighten this down as tight as you can. Okay, and then when you're done, it shouldn't twist and you shouldn't be able to pull it out. Okay, then you want to put the second one in. And make sure the insulation does not go underneath the terminal, or you can end up with a loose connection as it expands and contracts. Make that super tight. Okay, that's the hot side and the ground wire done. Now it's time to do the neutrals on the silver side. So what you want to do with these is the same thing. Get the plate to come down, put the wire in, and you want to take your screwdriver and tighten it down. And you notice I have tape on the shaft of my screwdriver, and that's so if it happened to become live, if you touched it, you wouldn't get electrocuted. Okay, now we want to do the last wire, and then we can put this thing back in the box. Now with these pressure plates, there's a slot on top and bottom, and it doesn't matter which slot you put it on. If you have an outlet that doesn't have the pressure plates, you'll have to loop it around the screw, just like with the grounding wire, and it's the same procedure. Okay, so now it's all wired up. You want to double check everything's tight, make sure nothing comes out, and you're going to want it to be in that S shape. Then as an extra precaution, you can put some electrical tape on it. And this is just to prevent screws from touching anything. You want to make sure you go under the screw. You want to go around. And just 2 wraps is good. Okay, and then when you're done, you can just cut it off. Okay. And now what you want to do is take the outlet and fold the wires neatly in. You can see the S shape that they have. Fold it neatly into the outlet box. Then line the screws up. And you can start screwing it in.